Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the breakfast show with myself and my favorite co-host, Jose. How are you today?
Pretty good, Neil. Pretty good. And good morning. Good morning to everybody watching us, like always.
Yeah,
We appreciate
first
you.
time
And
viewer.
oh, good morning, Miguel, and welcome to the first time. Good morning to old, new, and anything in between viewers.
We have
Afternoon,
quite a
evening,
lot.
yes.
Yeah, we have quite a lot to talk about. Quite a lot, actually. It seems like yesterday, a lot of companies, well, some companies decided that, whoa, some companies decided that it was time to raise some cash, which makes sense. If you are a small company and your stock is flying high, do it because it helps you down the road. And so we're going to talk about Oscr, we're going to talk about Rklb as well, some Nebius news, and then Oracle
Some
is up. I'll
Oracle.
actually show the pre-market heat map right now, and some other things that I found that are quite interesting. What do you mean?
Roberto speaking the truth.
Yeah. And Roberto, apologies for making you buy BMNR yesterday. And wait, okay, no, actually it was fine. I thought it went down, but I think it recovered a little bit. So this is the heat map pre-market. Oracle is up 4.2%. Now, from what I've seen, the reason for that is if there is a deal with regards to TikTok United States, then Oracle will be one of the companies participating in that. I haven't seen anything else so far.
Which I think kind of makes sense. Doesn't ByteDance already use Oracle for kind of like their cloud? I think that I could be wrong, but I think I've read somewhere where Oracle is the kind of cloud based user that helps TikTok kind of stay in a lot of places.
Could be. Could be. Other than that, I don't think I've seen anything else. Maybe I think I've seen also that Google, by the way, Google joined the $3 trillion club yesterday as we went above.
As it
Yep,
should
as we went
have.
above $250. We're actually at 253 pre-market because okay, so the US server is Oracle. That makes sense. Makes sense. Because apparently Google is also going to invest a couple of $1 billion in the UK for data center build-outs. President Trump is going to be in the UK this week. They're going to talk about some energy deals, nuclear. We have some reports from Bloomberg saying that CoreWeave, NVIDIA, OpenAI BlackRock are all going to announce investments in the UK, of course, data center AI related over the coming days. And so yeah, Google continues to go up and up and up. I mean, for Google to have now an RSI of what is it, 88 is quite crazy. It's extremely, extremely overbought. Things that you will only see with, I don't know, the high flying retail stocks or meme stocks. But this is Google Alphabet. This is quite incredible that we've seen this type of company go up so much and still not be in like the 30 times earnings trailing or forward.
What do you think was the final kind of like excitement bomb here for Google, Neo? I mean, what was it, the ruling, or is it more just kind of just the overall excitement for AI, which is so weird? And not much has changed since that April low in terms of its overall business, right? Those April lows of $140, but the excitement is so much higher
Yeah,
now.
no, I mean, this move right here is definitely ruling related up until here. And then this one was I think just the Gemini App Store ranking. Um, I think that's it. All of this is just a recovery from the losses that were pure BS. I mean, why did it go from 200 to 140 in a matter of 2 months? It made absolutely no sense. It's not like it was super expensive here and suddenly it became super cheap in another business. It was the same business, just the market was in a very weird move. But okay, I mean, this allowed us to accumulate more and more shares, and I think we're quite happy. We're quite happy with what has happened here.
Yeah, I still got to try out that banana image model. But I see even Adobe it was their first external model that they integrated into their platform. Because Adobe had the Fireflies, but the banana is now, I don't know if it's for all of it or for just their Express, but it was the first external model that they added just because of the
I
huge
think the
excitement
first that they
coming from
added
it.
to Photoshop, because in Firefly I think we've seen that you could have shown other things, but
To
now it's like
Photoshop.
yeah.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
was a big deal there. Um, some good. I honestly don't see how people can lose money on Adobe today, but it's not in my portfolio. Um, so yeah,
What I'm curious about, Iron. I mean, that one saw a nice amount of,
uh,
had a
yeah.
10% day yesterday.
First,
And is
first
it,
up, quick thank you for the super chat. Hope the gelato was good last night. Was very good, very tasty. Love me some ice cream, or gelato. Sorry for the Italians, because it is different. Apparently, it is different. So yeah, Iron continues to go up. Iron continues to go up. Um, I've not seen anything, right? I've not seen any deals or any company specific updates for Iron. So I mean, CoreWeave was up yesterday. So either someone in the market knows something with regards to Iron, and that's why it goes up, or it's just purely momentum based. Either way, I am quite happy. Of course, I would love for the stock to go up based on the fundamentals improving for the company. So far, we've not seen anything change at the moment. Um, so yeah, it's great as shareholders. It's great to see the stock, I mean, skyrocket over the last couple of months. But I would love to actually see something that would explain this. Because yeah, okay, we think that Iron is very well positioned to get one of those deals. But okay, the stock going up and up and up and up without any deals being announced, I mean, you will get into an area where things won't make any sense anymore, unless, of course, there is a huge deal that will come for Iron.
yeah. Then I also wonder, Neil, if this is going to stop, because there's a few things we've seen big tech do with kind of these PowerShell companies or some of these AI infrastructures. It does seem like for Iron, one of the biggest things is the future power capacity that they had. I forget, I think it was almost like 2 gigawatts in one facility. Um, Usually what we've seen big tech do is either invest in the company themselves, um, We've seen obviously CoreWeave with Core Scientific. We saw kind of Google with TeraWolf. And then the second thing is just kind of these long-term contracts. I feel with stock prices increasing like this, companies are still somewhat cautious of how they spend. So I think if you see stock prices jump up like this, the chances, it's not impossible, but in my opinion, the chances of an kind of like an acquisition or investment stake becomes lower. They just rather kind of focus more into the into just the deal aspect, just because of the pricing. It might just make more monetary sense for big companies now just to make contracts opposed to those internal investments. Any thoughts here? And I'm guessing someone here might also have those
No,
similar
I
thoughts
agree.
as well.
I agree with you. It also make things go much faster, right? Which is also why Microsoft essentially also chose Nebius, um, because they just need to move. They need to move faster. Imagine if all of these companies suddenly 3 gigawatts of power with more undisclosed. Yeah, but the 3 gigawatts of power, remember, there's a big difference between going to have 3 gigawatts of powers and connected. What's the other term that they all?
Is connected, active, and
Yeah. So
pretty much future power.
there will come a time, yes, when they will have 3 gigawatts of power, but that's not the case today, right now. But we do have this Iron price target raised to $42 from 37 at Canaccord. So while Iron stock has already made a material move, we believe all of the hard work the company has put into motion has more payoff to come. Our new price target of $42 can be looked at more through a sum of the parts lens, where Sweetwater 1 and Horizon 1 are valued closely to peer companies who have signed data center deals approximately $7.4 billion, and the Bitcoin mining revenue is valued at around 2 times revenue, or $2 billion. That's the annual run rate. This leaves $2.8 billion for the GPU cloud business. Management is expecting a $250 million revenue run rate exiting the year, and where CoreWeave trades at 6 times next year's sales, and Sweetwater to an expected 2027 energization. Okay, so that's the other term I was looking for, of another 600 megawatts near Abilene. Abilene, I think that's how they pronounce it. So again, it's all, of course, here the stories about what can come next and pricing in the infrastructure and the potential energy available, and that's how you are going to reach these types of numbers. We've also, yes, Iren is an NVIDIA preferred customer. Well, now, yeah, they announced it.
Is is that new? That's
Uh,
been
uh,
we've
no,
seen that for a while,
they
right? New when
no,
they
I
kind of,
think
or no? Because I know they mentioned those few Blackwells that they purchased and the Blackwell Ultras. Was that when they announced it, or was it, or is that something even more
I think
recent
they
than
announced
that?
it right before the last earnings, so 2 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks ago, or something like that. But not months. Um, so that's Iron right now. That's the only update I got on that front. We then
Talking about price targets, I don't know if you saw. Oh, go ahead. If we're still on Iron, I don't know if you were
no,
going to
I was
jump
going
into
to
another
jump
one.
into another one, but go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, someone posted here that CoreWeave just also got a price target increase. I'm trying to find a comment here. But CoreWeave, if you posted it, I think it was in your channel. So it was Nuno. CoreWeave Citizens JMP upgrades outperform price target to 180 on
That's after we
CoreWeave
got the
here.
$10
Uh,
bear case yesterday.
yeah, that's crazy, right? That if CoreWeave is worth $10, I can't imagine what they would say about anybody else. Um, it's wild. It's a I don't know. Some people I just don't know how they decided. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice.
But apparently, but I mean, this thing clearly did not move the stock. Stock is up, yeah, almost $1, but that's about it for now. Um, for CoreWeave, there was
Staying on this,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think we could just stay maybe here on the data center. I saw you had some Nebius stuff, Neil, or
Mm-hmm.
you posted on
Yes,
X.
sir.
Um,
This
that
there are two things
yes,
for Nebius. One, we have the I think now it's $4.2 billion. Yeah,
4.2 billion. Yeah, wow, that a lot more than the original.
yeah. So for those that don't know, maybe let's start with that. So here, so they announced the closing of its public offerings of Class A ordinary shares and concurrent private offering of convertible notes with aggregate gross proceeds to date of approximately $4.2 billion. The previous number was 3.1, 3.2.
Yeah, it was 3 with the they did have the
Yeah,
extra
but not
offering
that much, I think.
on the
Yeah,
original. If it was base, it would have been 3 billion, 2 from public offerings and 1 from the classic share A's, class A
yeah.
shares.
And I mean, 1% convertible notes due 2030 and 2.75 convertible note due 2032. I mean, this is quite,
Pretty
yeah,
much
I mean,
free
this is
money.
very good. Like they now have extra cash. Yes, of course, like we've been talking, the debt, you're going to see it increase, but this also will allow them to just move much faster as well. And I'm pretty sure it was also oversubscribed. I think last time someone reported it.
Yeah, they mentioned it was one of the fastest. I mean, they just posted the original one, like, what, I think, was it Monday or Tuesday,
Yeah,
last
before
sometime
the
last week?
weekend. Yeah.
Late last week. Yeah, and we're already closed. Sometimes it takes a while for some of these places to close. Um, so great pricing. They got a great amount of cash. They did. Do you expect anything to really change for this year, Neil? I kind of saw their original post, and their original post, they say this is going to help fuel the growth in
Hmm.
2026. Um, but do you think we see any surprises for this year, or do you think we're still intact for what they might have given us in their prior guidance, or do you think we get an update for this fiscal year?
I think I would be surprised if the ARR for this year is going to be that 1.1 billion and not the 900. I think that's I think in my eyes a given. And then yeah, I don't know if they increase it. Maybe that can be exceeded as well a little bit because it did start from 500 to a billion. Now we're at 1.1, 900 to 1.1. So maybe it can be a little bit more, but I think it's more about 2026. 2026 is definitely the year where we're going to see this again grow super quickly. Um, I don't know if you've seen the Forbes article, the guy that wrote an article with his 400 and something dollar price target for Nebius. It's of course based on forward multiples. Not that crazy, actually. Not that crazy. He does take um, the multiple of today, but then even only adds like 12 times sales, which is close to what CoreWeave is trading at. Um, Plus, you add the other businesses there as well, and you reach $450 dollars for 2030. Not for now,
Hmm.
obviously,
Mhm.
but that's still yeah, but that's still
Tomorrow.
40% compounded growth for the next 5 years. Then I've seen like some people say, "Oh, how is this bullish? This is bearish. I have $1,000 price target." I'm like, okay, calm down.
Roberto coming here with their guidance that excludes deal with the hyperscalers.
Hmm.
I think that is true. And then, but the thing is with the Microsoft, um, the New Jersey facility is going to start in trenches.
Yeah,
I
but
think they
it can
called it,
start in
where I think
25.
in 2020, yeah. I think in the final quarters they could start with I think 50. I think 50. I forget what the actual number was, but somewhere between 50 to 100 megawatts can start off in the first trenches. But so yeah, they give, and I guess maybe, Neil, maybe that's why you say it could
Hmm.
be closer to that higher end of the ARR that they kind of shot, and maybe even a
Could
beat from
be
there.
much higher depending on how early they can bring all of this online,
Yeah.
and it starts generating some
Hmm.
revenue. The second news that came out was basically this: Nebius launches Nebius Robotics and Physical AI Awards. The prizes include up to $100,000 in compute credits for Nebius AI Cloud, accelerated by NVIDIA AI infrastructure, along with global visibility and access to leaders across technology and research. The startups will be recognized across these 5 categories. To me, this is quite simple. We've talked actually about this exact thing, I think, last week when talking about Google and NVIDIA and how they offered a lot of cloud credits, especially Google, for the ecosystem to grow. And I think this is exactly the same thing that Nebius is trying to do here. You're getting $100,000 as a startup. Of course, if you win, it's up to 100,000. But for Nebius, this means that okay, now you have more and more startups in the Nebius ecosystem, which of course in turn is in the NVIDIA ecosystem. But I think this is a good thing to do for them, especially now as they start ramping up and becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you mentioned here, right? It's just that developer ecosystem. You want that developer ecosystem to stay with you, because in theory, if like let's say I'm a small robotics company with 10 engineers, I go with you, you give me a few credits, I pay for it, then as Nebius, a lot of things are happening. In theory, if that robotics company goes under, those engineers are going to find a job in other companies. And when they go to those other companies, they're going to be like, oh, look, last time I was actually working on some robotic stuff or some whatever stuff, I was using a lot of the solutions from Nebius. So you kind of create that, even if things go bad, it has like a blast radius that those engineers and all those technicians will kind of show those products around to the world. On the bright end, if one of these companies ends up becoming the next 100 billion trillion-dollar company, they start off with US Nebius. So they're going to feel more. It doesn't mean they won't leave, but the chances of the new engineers coming in, every time new engineers come in, they're going to stay with the platform that they know works for them. Obviously, later on, they can switch off, but it just kind of helps the ecosystem. And we see it, they mentioned that they were doing this with NVIDIA, right? It says 100 in compute for Nebius by NVIDIA's AI infrastructure. So, um, yeah, it seems like a nice NVIDIA and Nebius team up to continue with that ecosystem there.
Yeah, and let's see if Nebius does move a little bit, especially after the price. Yeah, no, not much, not much. Quickly touching on, for those that are interested in the BMNR SBET type of things, we do have a quick update from SharpLink. So they repurchased 1 million shares as part of their $1.5 billion buyback program. Key highlights of the week ending last week. So total ETH holdings 838,152, valued at $3.86 billion. Staking rewards 3,240 ETH since June 2nd launch. ETH concentration 3.97, that's up 99% since June 2nd. And they currently hold around $3.86 billion in assets with zero debt, which is basically the total of ETH holdings here. They do say that when SBET trades below NAV, buybacks become the most accretive path to grow ETH per share. Some might disagree. Some might say they should be buying more ETH. I think this also makes a little bit more sense right now. So that's the information I have for the SBET gang. As for BMNR, nothing to report at the moment.
And Neil, before we close out kind of these Neo clouds and PowerShells, I had a question. I know you're very bullish here on Nebius. Any thoughts on you purchasing any more right now? I know you have a healthy position, a very, very nice position, so you get to be patient. But I do get sometimes questions of, we get some questions here on a stream. Any thoughts on purchasing anything right now? Dollar cost average, or just pretty much pure hold you? Pure hold for you?
No, I have no. I mean, I have no issues buying. Like, I bought it last week, even at $87, $88. This week, of course, tomorrow we have the Fed meeting, so maybe I'm just holding off and see what happens tomorrow. The cut is going to happen, but I think the market will move based on Jerome Powell's comments. It's going to happen tomorrow, well, evening my time, afternoon, I think US time. Based on his comments, I think the market will move up or down, and then I'll probably bite at some stocks. But yeah, I have no issues averaging up, especially not for Nebius. For Iren, I'm letting it ride for now. I'm happy with the performance. I will wait. If we do get a deal, then same thing there. I will have no issues averaging up because we have something that backs the price. For CoreWeave, I did buy last week a bit more, so no no rush to buy more. But Nebius, yeah, no issues buying even in the low 90s. Or if I get the opportunity in the 80s, I'll do the same thing for sure. Uh,
All right. Now, what else do we have in the market? There were a lot of
yeah,
offerings I saw
yes.
happening yesterday. A lot of stocks that I don't own, but
So we have Oscar, of course. So Oscar is
of
down
course,
to down $1 here, down to $17.7. Why is that? Well, like I said yesterday, it seems like everyone woke up and they were like, okay, let's start and raise some money. So this came out after the market closed. Not going to read all of it, but I'm going to go and let Perplexity do the talking because makes more sense. So I asked it basically, explain this to me. Why is this bearish or bullish? Um, so these are proposed convertible senior subordinate notes offering. They have both bullish and bearish implications for the company. So one, funding for growth and innovation. So Oscar intends to use the net proceeds to support general corporate purposes, including strategic initiatives in AI, lowering the cost of care and enhancing the consumer healthcare experience. This indicates a focus on long-term growth and innovation, which could lead to a stronger market position. Strategic financial management. So again, they get when in this case the company states that this offering has an attractive cost of capital compared to other financing alternatives. So it made sense for them, minimizing shareholder dilution. Now, we've seen this before. I didn't know that this was so popular, but apparently more recently around 54 or 57% of the companies did this strategy. So they plan to use a portion of the proceeds to purchase a capped call transaction. This is a strategic move to reduce the potential for share dilution that can occur when convertible notes are converted into stock. The cap is set at a 100% premium to the stock price at the time of the pricing, which protects existing shareholders from significant dilution unless the stock price more than double. We've seen this with SoFi, and like I said, there are around 54% or 57% of companies that did the exact same thing more recently. I didn't know this was so popular as a strategy, but okay, that's fine here as well. Confidence in the financial position, and this could, of course, lead to maybe M&As or maybe accelerated growth if they like it. Um, the bearish outlook is, of course, well, dilution, as always, and then maybe the look from the outsiders. Why do they need extra capital? And then the usual things that you write in that note, how things can go wrong if you go bankrupt, who gets paid, who doesn't get paid, etc., etc. I view this as an okay thing to do. I'll take the opportunity here as well to probably buy more shares. If they think this is the best thing to do right now, then fine. The capped call strategy again is a popular thing to do, but it also shows me that management does have quite a lot of confidence in this move. And I mean, if if the stock does more than double, then okay, the stock more than double, fine by me in this case. And yes, the stock is down. What is it? For maybe 5.5% at the moment, which means it's still going to be up over the past month. Now, second company that also did something similar, but not totally the same, is Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab yesterday closed at $54.
oh wow,
Is
nice,
yeah, crazy, and it's now
crazy
at
ride for
51.
investors here on this one.
I mean, this
At
one
least
has
in the
been
last few days, every
insane.
time I hear it's either 40, 50, or those are
Yeah.
some wild swings.
Um, so $54, I think, yeah, all-time highs. I think so. I think, yeah, even when it was, yeah, of course, all-time highs. So now it's at 51.5. What happened there? Same thing here. They've entered into a sales agreement with Bank of America and a couple of others here relating to the sale of their common shares, blah, blah, blah. Here as well, I just asked Perplexity to summarize this for us because let's be honest, we don't want to read this whole thing. So the document describes a $750 million at the market offering of common stock. The type of offering has both bullish and bearish implications, of course. So here with Rocket Lab, one, like I said, I don't mind companies that are seeing their stock fly super high, are still early in their growth journey, do it. Okay, so point number one here, funding for growth and acquisitions. Could this push Rocket Lab to acquire smaller companies? Maybe. Maybe the cash burn right now is, I think, 110 million or so. They have,
per
this is,
year.
of course, per year for now, because also they're ramping up Neutron, and that's costing them a lot of money. This also gives them the cushion for Neutron in case there are problems with the launch cadence starting next year, 2 years, etc., etc. So it gives them the extra capital. Here again, I see no issues to do this. Yes, 3% dilution, not great, but at this point in the growth journey, why not? Why not? If they did this at $10, $15, okay, maybe we would probably be angry. Although I do think that they've raised money at lower prices, but right now $54, I don't mind. I don't mind here as well. If this is again to accelerate the growth, to make sure that the company is financially more stable, fine by me. Fine by me. The next growth chapter is literally around the corner with Neutron, and if they feel like $750 million, they need that to feel a bit more comfortable, go ahead. Go ahead. They've been executing quite well, actually very well. And so who am I to say that this is a wrong move? I mean, over the last year or so, this thing has just ripped higher and higher and higher. So I think here as well, it's a good move for Rocket Lab. Yes, you take a small hit, but I mean, when you're at all-time highs, taking a hit at all-time highs, I don't think people would mind that much. Did we see something else? I don't think there was another company that raised.
No, I think it was just those two that did it yesterday. And they used that. I had someone here in my chat. Was just curious with the Oscr mainly. Any thoughts on adding more on your end, or
Yes,
what are you?
I will be adding more. Yes, I will be adding more because it's still a small position, still a company worth around $4 billion, and I think the market that they're playing in is immense. So if you give me the opportunities to buy more at cheaper prices, I will take it.
We also have some thoughts on Duolingo. Duolingo is taking a hit, or someone actually mentioned it took a hit yesterday.
Yeah, why? Of course it took. It's down 7.4%.
What happened yesterday?
I don't know. I tried to see if there was a new
Was it just the Meta glasses? Probably.
Maybe, but then again, yeah, I don't know. This is like, it's so strange because we had the Apple thing to went down, and then suddenly we recovered, and now what? Because we had the teaser for Meta's glasses, we do get the stock down 7.4%. This is quite something. Quite something.
Is it now to know that if Meta does, is it time to expect a price drop when Meta releases something? The glasses look so cool. You saw didn't we watch it yesterday? Did we see the leak video?
No, I just reposted it on X, but I'll pull it up.
It's pretty clean.
It's the same glasses with the screen.
With the screen, yeah.
With like a small,
small
screen.
Well, that's a huge difference, Neil. That's a huge difference. It's like saying it's a cell phone. It's just a house phone at the screen, obviously. I mean, but you got so much more in there.
So I muted it in case.
In case we don't get. Yeah, we need our money. We need the money.
I said I muted it. Why are you playing?
Good job. There it goes.
This is okay. This is very the wristband thing. The haptic feedback with the wristband that you can write like this is going to be crazy.
I don't know if this is Qualcomm actually shared um, this a while ago, and I don't know if many people. I think we even looked at it here. Um, but yeah, that was. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up their presentation. Qualcomm.
So yeah, it's basically the same Ray-Ban glasses that we have today, the smart glasses, but yeah, you will have like a invisible type of screen here on inside the lens, which you can't really see, which is quite cool. Um, and then the wristband thing. I mean, I'm very excited for this. I love I love tech hardware stuff. Um,
I know
then
what let me just share this really quick. Qualcomm during their earnings presentation might some other company might be working on this then. Um, let me share screens for just one quick second.
yeah, then I'll touch quickly on Dlocal.
Because a lot of these chips that are being used on the Meta glasses are from Qualcomm,
Hmm.
but they have rings, ring controller for glasses. So I wonder who's going to play. So it seems like unless that's going to be the next step, um, but we see it seems like Meta's going to do with the wristband. Maybe some other player is going to go with a ring controller for glasses. They have gesture control, motion tracking, health monitoring, and other types. That's also going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, we did touch on this when this was released, and we're like, the heck are those rings? Like who, what, why? Um, but it does make sense because you don't want to have controllers every time. Like you want your hands. But even today, you can do some things with your hands and your fingers with the Meta Quest and with the Apple Vision Pro. But I guess with just a wristband, um, it maybe feels a bit more natural. Quickly touching on, you are wrong on Duolingo. Are
You
you
are
even
wrong.
are you even a user of
I
Duolingo? I am a user of Duolingo. I'm currently at my 37-day streak, just doing some math exercises daily. It's quite fun. If you tried it, you will understand why it is bearish. I did try it.
it's weird. Yeah,
I am a user and I am not bearish. I am bullish.
yeah. All I know is my mom and one of my close friends. Every time they're alone, I just see them on Duolingo, trying to get their streak. At least once a day, they're on the platform to get that streak. So I see just regular Joe users still starting because I feel like my mom just started using it maybe like 2 3 months ago, and I don't know about my friend. He's probably been using it for a while, but still, it's
Again, this is a personal statement. For this is not a like, I'm not attacking you. Like, you can have your thoughts on Duolingo, and that's fine. But every time someone has a personal feeling about an app or a stock or whatever, pull it on the side and just look at the data. Okay, the data suggests that there are people paying for it more today than ever before. Daily active users continue to go up. This is a super high margin business that continues to grow quite quickly. Um, and so, yes, it's true that you will find people that did not learn a language on Duolingo. But at the same time, you also have to ask these people, yes, your streak is at 100 days, but do you do just one lesson a day because you want to keep your streak alive? Or do you spend 10, 15, 20 minutes every single day to learn a language, chess, math, music? Because there is a big difference between logging in every single day just to keep your streak alive and actually spending time and learning something. There's a big difference. Um, of course, for Duolingo itself, the fact that you do logging on a daily basis, you watch an ad, you spend time on the app, of course, helps the business. So, yeah, I will change my mind and tell you that, yes, the bear thesis is correct when I will see in the data that things just go south. That's not the case at the moment.
and we have Eddie J here with some actual consumer usage. I'm on 700 plus streak, and I'm neutral on it. Half of my friends have dropped off. The max features are enticing, but I'm not sure if I want to pay for it on top of what I already pay.
No, that's completely okay. I do think they have. I think they have family plans. I'm pretty sure they have a family plan. But with AI, they can make things so much better more personalized learning as well. And yes, I know that you can create your own language learning app and translation app with Google, with all the other AI things out there, but that's not the point here. The point here is that with Duolingo, you don't have to do all of that. You have the social aspect, you have the gamification aspect. That's something that you don't get with other apps. Um, Plus, again, they are using GPT to make the learning better, especially for Max users. And I think that down the road, you will just have highly personalized lessons thanks to AI. Um, but hey, maybe I'll be wrong. That's why it is a very small position for me. So um, we'll see. On the other hand, not Dual, but DLO, Dlocal, is up 4% before the market opens. It might have to do with the fact that I made a video about it yesterday. I don't know. Might have. But I think the correct answer is this. We just have the price target raised from Citibank to $17. We adjust our estimate after the strong second quarter results, also considering the upgraded guidance for 2025, the TPV growth. With that, we raised our net income expectations by 13% for 2025 and 5% for 2026. While volumes are decelerating on tougher comps base, we still see solid growth potential ahead, up 33% in 2026. We reiterate our by HR. What could that be? By HR rating. I don't know what HR rating would be. Do you know? Or does anybody know? There's usually OW is overweight. So what is HR? I don't know.
Heavily rated. I don't know.
Basically, they reiterate their buy rating and increase their TP to $17 $17 per share, implying 21% potential upside, trading at 18.6 times PE for 2026, which is not that expensive at all. So that's Dlocal. That's why it is up. And yes, this is another name that I will continue to buy more shares of. Thank you for a super chat, Gabriel. Nancy Pelosi and Goldman Sachs bought Big Bear AI.
Yes.
Jose,
Did they just, is this new announcement?
our favorite
Big Bear AI.
Let's see.
Big Bear AI.
It's not even up on that announcement. So even the market doesn't buy this big bunch of nothing AI. I mean, she does highly recommend that is HR. Huh.
I'll highly recommend it. They
Interesting.
just put thanks for anything now.
Yeah. Highly recommend it. Okay. Big Bear AI, me personally, I don't buy this business. I think there are just so many other better businesses out there than Big Bear AI. Just yeah. But yeah, I mean, maybe they know something, right? Maybe they know something. Maybe they know a contract is coming, and a contract can always be helpful for a business that is currently struggling. So, yeah,
it's up about 4% pre-market. ASML has been killing it. What's going on here? You know, I know I'm the semiconductor guy, but I haven't even looked at ASML lately.
Let's see. ASML.
Listen.
Yep.
Like, has there been anything that has changed? It just seems analysts have been increasing the price target.
I have not seen any changes.
It just seems just an overall momentum shift on this.
Yeah, but this is pretty wild, no?
Yeah, I mean, year to date, let's see.
Is this purely from the Mistral thing, or?
No. It seems like there was a buy rating on Monday by an analyst that hasn't had a buy rating on ASML for like 7 years. I don't know if this. Let's see, who was it? It was ASML.
Insider buying also a bit, I see.
Man, not even a big R read RT. I don't know. ARETE research.
Huh.
Not
No,
even one of the big guys.
no one. Yeah, interesting. Maybe I don't know
It's
because
just
we
their
haven't
buyback putting so much pressure on it. Yeah,
because we haven't seen any changes, right, with the exports control and whatnot.
nothing. I mean, it's a little bit of a movement when I guess the US Europe did some form of that the max tariff will be, I think, 15%, even for anything that still hadn't been finalized. Um, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
That's not new. I mean, it's not like there's a new market demand.
no, I don't know. I mean, congrats
Yeah,
to everyone that's been buying it. But yeah, we don't. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything. Um, let's see. Do we have something else? Do we have something else? I don't know why I had something. Bum, bum, bum. And OpenAI has hired former XAI CFO Mike Liberatore, but that's about it. That's about it. It's quite, I mean, it's quiet, but we did already talk about a lot of things right now. But other than that, nothing really too crazy that has happened with the market.
average to buy. Curious, why not? Is it just not a why
I
wouldn't
know,
you touch?
I know why.
Uh, yeah.
Um, it's because no, it's pure because of the upside, um, the growth projections.
Potentials. Okay.
Yeah, that it wouldn't crush the market, would just basically grow
With
with
the
the
market. Yeah,
market.
same.
Yeah.
But I think recently when it was in those jobs and the stock was buying, it had the chance to outperform. But I have similar thoughts with ASML. I would rather just buy a semiconductor ETF, similar to like TSM.
Hmm.
But I know that gets some hate.
Apparently, we have a TikTok deal. Unfortunately, unfortunately. So SoFi is at a 28 pre-market. Ooh, almost. This one has been ripping as well. Um, this one has been ripping. Intel was up yesterday at 1.5%. It closed out the day 2.8%. I don't think I've seen much news. Um, but yeah, it's been around these areas right now after that big announcement from the US. So yeah, now we wait. Now we wait for hopefully a potential foundry announcement. Uber is $1 away from
Away
hundred
from 100.
dollars.
Nice.
Uh, that was my prediction last year. Um, someone someone has bookmarked it and always tags me every time we get closer and closer. Where is it on X?
Did you say this one already, Neil? It seems Oracle to retain the TikTok
Yes,
cloud deal on the new um,
yeah, which
coming
is
in
why
with
Oracle
fudge
is up.
alpha data. Maybe ASML buys TikTok. Kidding, kidding. Um,
Where is?
I know we have about. There was a question here about chatbots. Someone was curious. Oh, here we go. Question for you guys as power users of chatbots. What's the best chatbot right now? Grok, ChatGPT, Gemini, or something else? What are you using anything, Neil?
Well, I just showed you guys Perplexity,
Perplexity, Neil is.
but
But within Perplexity, what model do you choose?
uh, which one do I have
Or is
now?
it
I'm
if
using
you haven't changed
Gemini
this
2.5 Pro,
Gemini 2.5?
and I
Okay.
also use Gemini. So I'm
Yeah.
staying with the Gemini,
The
but in
Gemini.
Perplexity I do have Gemini 2.5 Pro enabled.
um. Yeah. I mean, Eddie, for me, I really do enjoy 5 Pro, GPT 5 Pro. That's probably the one I use the one I feel I have the most trust with for heavily research. So I use OpenAI if I really want the true answer of something. I use Gemini if I want to create a quick HTML application or some quick great visuals coding. And I use Claude a little bit more for coding aspects. But I think OpenAI just released some more coding solutions recently that maybe I want to try out.
Do you pay for all of them? Or you use the free version?
I pay for all of them, Neil. I'm
Ah,
a
look at you.
AI degenerate.
Look at you.
But only I'm only an extreme. I'm a power user for all, so I pay for all of them. But I'm only an extreme power user for GPT and Gemini.
Very good. So here we have Couch Investor. Uber will be at $100 within
Get this
12
guy
months.
out of here.
This was November 22nd. So we're almost there, but we're also almost at 100.
It would suck if we stop at 99.99 and then it just crashes from there.
Why you like this?
I like the world to be interesting.
Would you sell Uber at 100?
No, I have no thoughts of selling this one. It's just sitting there, killing it without me even having to worry about it. I think a lot of the bull thesis that I had with the AI efficiency still haven't even come to truth for me. So I'm still holding that one.
Yeah, same here. I'm not planning on 100 is not the end game for Uber for me. Because of Neil, I got Gemini Pro for free. You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Ow.
I
couldn't get it for free.
I think.
Wait, is this the $20?
No, I think it's because probably he's a student. So they had that thing going on. And for Perplexity, you can still get it, I think, for a year for free if you're inside the PayPal app. Not keen on Uber. Waymo, Zoox, Tesla will kill it. I don't think so. You just named 3 players. I can name a lot more, and the more players, the better for Uber. And Waymo is partnering up with Uber. You have all the other companies partnering up with Uber as well. Yes, we know that Tesla is not partnering up with them. Zoox barely launched now in Las Vegas. Wouldn't surprise me if Zoox will become available through the Uber app either. That's my thesis. I think Uber will just be the platform where you will be able to get all of the autonomous vehicles on there. No.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I use it
There's no comparison.
a lot. Yeah, I don't use it every day. I'm not traveling or Uber eatings, but I have yet to install the other ones.
No, but there is no comparison. Like BlackBerry failed because they failed to make an iPhone. Uber doesn't make phones. Uber is a platform.
I thought you were gonna literally go with the whole phone concept, but you were okay.
No. I mean, if Uber was going to make a car and then suddenly they do not want to make autonomous vehicles, then okay, fine. But no, Uber is the platform. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they will offer. They have a partnership with Joby that they just announced. So
I sometimes forget we're indirect Grab shareholders.
Correct. So if Grab goes up, we get we get a small win from that as well. If you have, someone said here, if you have Revolut Metal, or I think one of the other, if you're a business on Revolut as well, you get Perplexity Pro for free. You get a lot of things for free in that subscription, which is quite. You get like a thing 10 or 11 subscription or something. It's crazy.
Neil, quick question, completely off base here.
Yes.
You have the Meta glasses, right? Do you
Correct.
need what kind of account do you need for that? Like, let's say you
Uh,
didn't have a Facebook or Instagram, can you still use the Meta glasses?
I think you can create like just a Meta. You have to create an account, I think.
But just a Meta account, right?
I think
Is
so,
that
yeah.
and that's okay? Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Um, yeah, but I think it works
Oof.
better, of course. It doesn't work better, but if you want to
What the
stream,
heck is this guy?
these are the glasses. Um, but yeah, if you have like an Instagram account, you think you can directly upload it
Yeah.
to there or stream to there or something like that.
I wonder how
Um,
the screen thing works if you need like prescription glasses.
hmm.
'Cause I'm wondering it's like like multiple lenses and like
Yeah,
one of the
if it
lenses is the
has to
prescription.
go through Meta or whoever makes it, like you cannot go to do. But yeah, I guess when they work with Ray-Ban, I guess. Yeah, good question. Because it is a very tiny screen, anyways.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm. I mean,
good
because if
question, I
people with
guess.
glasses want to use it, they need a
Yeah,
unless AI reads your eyes and like creates the screen of the real world
yeah,
so you
but
can see it better.
you have to be really blind to not see this small screen, like literally
But I
like two
still want to see the
centimeters in
rest
front
of the
of you.
world, not just the
No,
screen.
no, but the rest is going to
Yeah.
be like the prescription glasses. But that small screen, I don't think would make much difference. But yeah, good question. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I guess we'll
Let's
find
find
out
out.
tomorrow. Um, I'm
How about
interested
these
in
things?
your. Huh. At what price do you like your margin of safety institute to SaaS valuation? I mean, it depends, right? So it seems like this thing can always go lower. Um, if it was the bottom here at 262, is this like a small cup and handle pattern or a dead cat bounce? I guess who knows. But valuation wise, yes, okay, it's not the cheapest thing I've ever seen, but it does make sense. It does make sense based on the growth rates and the free cash flow margins of the business right now. Imaginary contact lenses to wear, or just do the laser surgery and you don't need glasses anymore.
I'm sorry, we're not all Nebius millionaires.
So I don't think it's that expensive these days, you
No,
know.
I don't think so either.
I have friends that did it and they love it. Jose, are you ready? Are you ready? Almost there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Actually, I don't know. Am I right? Wrong?
Yes,
Ding,
you are.
ding, 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 ding. Hit it on the money. Open. Ding-a-ling,
Ding.
ding-a-ling.
We have the ding dongs all around here, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't
The
know if we
markets
have that all
are
around
open.
here.
The markets are open. We will let the watch list do.
Is this really Google?
No, I think is it Google? No, it was the heat map is always a bit delayed. Doesn't this is for now.
This is it. Tesla's still killing it. Pretty impressive there.
Unless this is also from yesterday, but I think yesterday it was up more than that.
No, but Oracle, I think was up about that 4%.
Yeah.
I
did refresh, so it should be, unless some are delayed.
I don't know, maybe some, because Texas was down 2.4% yesterday. I don't think it's down in that. Is it down another 2 point? No, it's green. All right, so heat map is fake news right now.
Yeah, no, some are updated. Like the Google one is up to date, so the others will take. So just focus on the watch list here.
Let me open up mine real quick.
We have Rklb down 5.5, Oscr down 3.6, Applied down 1, Iren down 1.2, Nebius down 1, Palantir 0.8, SoFi down 1 as well. HIMS is down.
Why is Nebius down?
No, why is PayPal down? That's the question.
That's norm.
Also down 1%. Duolingo is up a little bit. Dlocal is up 3%. Novo is up 2.6, 2.7 now. ASTS 1.2, Marvell 1.2, Intel 1, Amazon 1,
Micron about to hit that 160 soon.
Micron, yeah,
Pretty
up
well.
0.4. So I have a mixed
Yeah.
bag at the moment at the open.
Yeah, lately, I mean, something has to be happening in the equipment space, Neil. I mean, we have Click up about 5% today. We have Applied Materials, not
And
Applied
Clack.
Digital. Applied, the Clack is flat. Click is 5, Clack is flat.
Okay, well, this one has also gone up like,
Yeah, they've all. It's just the overall equipment space has seen a nice
yeah.
excitement lately.
Interesting. I want to check rubric. Still 70. Yeah, okay.
Trade
Still
Desk down another 3% and $44 here.
Is the Trade Desk the new Duolingo?
Mm.
Yeah, now oversold even
Adobe
more.
up 2.3%. Very nice.
Would you look
It
at
might not be
that?
game over for that one.
Yeah. Would you look at that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't PayPal be down? I know.
Yeah.
The pain. The pain.
Yeah, Eddie, this one is doing pretty good. I haven't done anything with it. Just continue to hold. I see $11 like 6 months ago. Not even probably.
No, the last earnings report, it went down and
Yeah.
then it recovered super quickly. Wow, that's crazy.
CoreWeave up as well. We see that up a nice 1% or so. 2%.
2.5.
$123. Yeah.
2.5. Based on
Still
my
surprised Reddit is killing it.
Reddit.
264.
200, yeah. Flat
That
flat
other
for today.
energy company, BE, is up another 9%. That one since Oracle reported earnings.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I do think that I've seen something with this name this morning. A note came out, I think, for BE price target raised to $85 from $44 at Morgan Stanley. We are not in the trade desk. We are not in the trade desk, and I'm
Nope.
not looking to be in the trade desk anytime soon. Even if it's a good business and everything, I have my exposure to advertising through Google and Meta. I think Roberto asked us this question before. So yeah, I have Meta in my core retirement portfolio. It's the number one position today. I don't know if you have it probably indirectly through the ETF.
Which one?
Meta.
I own directly Meta.
Okay.
And then through the Mag 7 ETF as well.
Yeah.
With Trade Desk, the only thing I wouldn't mind is kind of doing like those long calendar options where it's like 2 years out and like 3 times the price and you're paying like pennies for it for Trade Desk of the potential.
Like the $90 January 27.
Yeah, like something like that with buying a call and then selling a call with the higher price. It's not something I would be against, unlike some of these players like Trade Desk, where you use very low capital, but if it does hit those crazy prices, and sorry, my little one is out there, I gotta go check on him in a bit.
No problemo. What did I want to check? Yeah, the usual suspects. The CRM is flat today. Figma is also up 1% right now, still around the same range. Chime is at $23, so that thing continues to get hit. We are now down only almost 50% from the IPO day highs. That's quite interesting, this one. Sezzle buy now, small buy now, pay later player is flat-ish today, still under $90. Dave, quite a lot of fintech players in the US. did rebound nicely on that 100-day moving average here, but it's down a tiny bit today. So overall, we have 50-50 here, almost 50-50, I think, or bang on 50-50 actually, on our watch list here, with CoreWeave being up the most. Then Dlocal, Novo, Duolingo is actually up today. Marvell, Intel, Hood, Amazon, BMNR, Reddit, Micron, New Meta, Applied Digital, Iren now in the green, Google flat-ish, PayPal down 0.6. The horror. Rocket Lab down 7% to now $50. Oscr down 5% right now to $17.80 at the moment. Tomorrow we will have, of course, the Fed meeting. Cut is expected, but I think the comments when Powell will speak will be more important, because he will talk about why we're cutting, what they're seeing. Is it a necessary cut? Do they feel like they can cut and still control whatever is going to happen? So that will definitely move the market tomorrow. Quickly touching on that, thoughts on PayPal's management. I heard a few people say they are a poor company because of their management. Well, I don't know if these people know, but management did change over the last 2 years. So you've got a whole new management team, including CEO. There was a lot of damage that has been done from the previous management, and to completely change and start innovating a company like PayPal takes time. Yes, even in my eyes, takes a little bit longer than previously expected. But when you're dealing with trillions of dollars that go through this company on a yearly basis, it takes time. But the company today is much better than what it was 2 years ago, despite the stock maybe being a bit lower or maybe the same as 2 years ago. Those that say it's a poor company are probably only looking at the stock price and not really looking at the changes that are being made inside the company. So I'm still very bullish on it. I do have my options still in play. I know it's riskier than holding shares, because if it doesn't hit the target, then I'm screwed. But yeah, I am quite confident that it will be okay. To close it out, this is the heat map. Yes, this is the heat. Yeah, the heat map is free on TradingView. The watch list, I think you're only allowed to put 30 names on the watch list in the free version. You have to sign in, though. I think if you don't sign in, then it is quite restrictive. Just sign in; it's free, and you can use that as well. So this is what we're seeing right now. Not much to report on other than the company that are raising cash. Those are getting hit. Other than that, not much to report. We do appreciate you all joining us on a daily basis here for the Market Open. We will see each other tomorrow. We will see each other tomorrow morning. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting couple of days. So thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see each other in the